Hello, I'm Alastair McIntyre of electricscotland.com, and I'd like to tell you a bit about our Contact Us page on the site. Essentially in the main menu you'll see Contact Us, and by clicking that you'll go to this special page that we have on the site. Essentially we've been hosting our website in Kentucky for about 8 years now. And so we give you the address in Kentucky where the site is actually hosted and our servers are, along with the phone number and address and everything. But as I move around the world, I've actually ended up living in Canada right now. And so if you want to contact me personally, you'll find my Canadian address and telephone number and email address and everything there. But we don't just list that, because we work so closely with the Scots Independent newspaper, the Flag, and also the Family Tree. We actually have both their addresses and contact phone numbers and email addresses there as well. In addition to that, we do put some background information up that we get on the site. For example, over the years we've done several questionnaires with our site visitors, asking them various questions. So we get a kind of demographic profile there, the age groups that we contact us, the countries they come from, and so forth. So in there you can explore, I think it's about 5 different questionnaires we've run over the years. We also have some of the press releases that we've had from various newspapers around the world that have written about us. So we've put a wee collection of them up there for folk to read. We also tell you a little bit about the background of why Electric Scotland started, why we came up with the name Electric Scotland. And of course, naturally, we invite interested companies that might visit the site to advertise with us. So we give you a link and telling you a bit about the advertising opportunities. Essentially, when it comes to advertising, we always feel it's very difficult to advertise on a website and get meaningful results. So a few years ago we redesigned the site so that we had a common header and a common left border. So the two graphics are in the header for our site. We've always reserved those for companies that are willing to not only advertise but to work with us to provide content for the site as well. So while it's going to cost around about $2,000 a month to advertise there, but if you actually look at the fact that it's on all 20,000 odd pages plus all our domains, it's a huge amount of exposure, and we would suggest that you can't get as much exposure anywhere else in any media for the same price. So we think it's a really good value for money, and we're quite willing to put the content up at no extra charge. In our left border, we're charging the order of $595 a month for a button there, and again that's on all the pages of Electric Scotland, and I think it's 3 other domains that we run. Some of the domains don't carry a left border, so you can't get an advert there. But essentially, again, I mean, where else can you advertise for that kind of money and get the kind of exposure you get on Electric Scotland? We're getting probably something like, I think the last time we looked, we were getting about 1.2 million visits every month. If I might just explain there, if you went to our index page, that's probably, with all the graphics, going to be like 13 hits. But it's also recorded as 1 page impression. But if you were visiting the site and visited the index page and say 5 other pages of the site, which is 6 pages in total, that would be recorded as 1 visit. Admittedly, if you came back in a couple of hours' time and read another 5 pages, that would be recorded as a 2nd visit. But at least you get the idea of what we mean when we say visits. We're obviously, the money that we get to run the site comes from advertising. Using the Google AdSense program does actually make the company quite a bit of money, sufficient to give us a kind of frugal living, but nevertheless a full-time frugal living. But we're obviously keen on getting further advertisers so we can actually do more. I mean, quite often we get invites to go places, but it can be quite expensive to get to some places, so we have to bow out. But if we had a bit more money, we could travel to those places and do video shots, pictures, and do really good articles, essentially. So anyway, that's our Contact Us section. we hope we give you sufficient information to contact us. If you want to send us in articles or stories or anything of that nature, our email addresses and snail mail addresses and phone numbers are all there. But as I say, you might enjoy reading some of the awards that we've won, reading a bit more about the site, and also looking at some of our old questionnaires that we've got up. So there you have our Contact Us page on Electric Scotland. Thanks.